Hi guys! I hope everyone is being on their best behavior for your parents at home. Um, I know this is a very confusing and weird time, but I'm so proud of all of you for working so hard and doing the right thing by logging on and reading books and completing your work. Now, I know that we were in the middle of reading Wonder, so I didn't want to stop that for you. So I will be sending your parents links to watch read alouds. So, where we left off is it was Via's point of view, and we just read that Via was feeling that, or she was explaining how she feels that everyone's lives just revolve around Augie. Remember, she kind of compared it to August being the sun, and then the parents and her and everyone else being the other planets that orbit the sun. So this chapter is called High School. What I always loved most about middle school was that it was separate and different from home. I could go there and be Olivia Pullman, not Via, which is my name at home. Via was what they called me in elementary school, too. Back then, everyone knew all about us, of course. Mom used to pick me up after school, and August was always in the stroller. There weren't a lot of people who were equipped to babysit Augie, so Mom and Dad brought him to all my class plays and concerts and recitals and all the school functions, the bake sales and the book fairs. My friends knew him. My friends' parents knew him. My teachers knew him. The janitor knew him. "Hey, how you doing, Augie?" he'd always say and give August a high five. August was something of a fixture at PS 22. But in middle school, a lot of people didn't know about August. My old friends did, of course, but my new friends didn't. And if they knew, it wasn't necessarily the first thing they knew about me. Maybe it was the second or third thing they'd hear about me. "Olivia? Yeah, she's nice. Did you hear she has a brother who's deformed?" I always hated that word, but I knew it was how people described Augie. And I knew those kinds of conversations probably happened all the time out of earshot. Every time I left the room at a party or bumped into groups of friends at the pizza place. And that's okay. I'm always going to be the sister of a kid with a birth defect. That's not the issue. I just don't always want to be defined that way. The best thing about high school is that hardly anybody knows me at all, except Miranda and Ella, of course. And they know not to go around talking about it. Miranda, Ella, and I have known each other since the first grade. What's so nice is that we never have to explain things to one another. When I decided I wanted them to call me Olivia instead of Via, they got it without my having to explain. They've known August since he was a little baby. When we were little, our favorite thing to do was play dress up with Augie. Load him up with feather boas and big hats and Hannah Montana wigs. He used to love it, of course, and we thought he was absolutely adorable in his own way. Ella said he reminded her of E.T. She didn't say this to be mean, of course, though maybe it was a little bit mean. The truth is, there was a scene in the movie where Drew Barrymore dresses E.T. in a blonde wig, and that was a ringer for Augie in our Miley Cyrus heyday. I'm going to pause there. If you don't know what E.T. is, it's a movie about an alien who comes to Earth and is kind of friends with these people, like humans. You can ask your parents to either show you it or show you a picture of E.T. to kind of make that comparison. Throughout middle school, Miranda, Ella, and I were pretty much our own little group. Somewhere between super popular and well-liked, not brainy, not jocks, not rich, not poor, not mean, not goody-goody, not huge. And I don't know if the three of us found each other because we were so alike in so many ways, or that because we found each other, we've become so alike in so many ways. We were so happy when all of us got into Faulkner High School. It was such a long shot that all three of us would be accepted, especially when almost no one else from our middle school was. I remember how we screamed into our phones the day we got our acceptance letters. This is why I haven't understood what's been going on with us lately, now that we're actually in high school. It's nothing like how I thought it would be. So I'm going to stop there, and you to make a comparison of how Ella felt in elementary school, what you talked about in the beginning, how that kind of changed in middle school, and then I want you to predict by what I just read at the very end on how she's going to feel about high school. Okay, so I want you to have a conversation with your parents about that. If you want to type it up or write it out and send it to me, your parents can send it to me in an email if you want. You do not have to. I would love to read it. So like I said, I really miss you guys. Really getting bored at home. I know my dog is loving having me home, but I do really miss you guys. So behave for your parents, and I will send another video tomorrow. Bye.